I'm 81 years old and I've been awake since before the sun came up. That happens a lot now. Sleep doesn't hold me the way it used to. I'm not telling this because I need forgiveness. I don't expect it. I'm telling it because when you reach this age, you stop pretending there will be a better time, to be honest. Most mornings, I sit at the small kitchen table by myself. Two chairs. One of them hasn't been used in years, but I never moved it. I tell myself it's just furniture. But I know better. My wife has been gone for 6 years, 47 years together, and now 6 years of silence. That math doesn't even out, no matter how long I live. People talk about grief like it's a wound that closes. What they don't tell you is that some losses don't bleed. They just hollow you out slowly until you realize there's more echo than substance left. I think about her most in the quiet moments, not on anniversaries, not on holidays, just when nothing is happening. That's when the truth shows up. I didn't ruin my marriage with infidelity. I didn't drink it away. I didn't raise my voice or slam doors. I ruined it with pride, the quiet kind, the respectable kind, the kind that looks like responsibility from the outside. When we were young, I thought I was doing everything right. I was 27 when we married. She was 25. We didn't have much, but we had plans, and back then that felt like enough. I worked long hours at a job I didn't love but respected. I came home tired. She met me at the door most evenings, sometimes with flour on her hands, sometimes with a look that said she'd been waiting all day to talk. I'd kiss her on the cheek, ask what was for dinner, tell her I needed a few minutes to sit. I thought that was normal. I thought that was marriage. She'd talk about her day, neighbors, something her sister said, a worry she had about the kids we didn't even have yet. Sometimes I listened, sometimes I nodded and let my mind drift back to work. I didn't see it as neglect. I saw it as being focused, being a provider, being steady. Pride has a way of disguising itself as virtue. When disagreements came up, I handled them the same way. I stayed calm, I stayed logical, I stayed right. She was emotional, I told myself. I was grounded. Someone had to be. If she cried, I waited for it to pass. If she asked for reassurance, I reminded her of the facts. We were fine, we had a house, we were healthy, we were married. I didn't understand that she wasn't asking for proof. She was asking for presence. The years stacked up quietly. A promotion here, a longer commute there. I missed dinners, then birthdays, then the habit of asking how her day was and actually meaning it. None of it felt like a decision at the time. That's the dangerous part. It felt like momentum. She would bring things up gently at first. I feel lonely sometimes. I wish you'd talk to me more. I miss you. I heard criticism. I heard ingratitude. So I defended myself. I listed everything I did, every hour I worked, every bill I paid. I never asked what it cost her. There were moments when I almost reached her, late nights when the house was quiet and she'd sit beside me on the couch, close enough that our arms touched. She'd say, "Do you ever worry we're drifting?" And I'd laugh softly and say, "We're fine, we've always been fine." I don't know why I couldn't just say, "Yes, I do worry." Maybe I thought admitting fear would make me weak. Maybe I thought confidence was the same thing as love. Pride makes you lonely even when you're not alone. By the time I noticed the distance, it felt permanent. She stopped trying to explain herself, stopped pushing. That should have scared me, but I took it as peace. When she stopped asking for more, I assumed she needed less. We raised our children. We attended school events together, sitting side by side, smiling politely. People told us we were solid, dependable. I wore that like a badge. At night, she went to bed earlier than I did. I told myself she was tired. I stayed up watching television, enjoying the quiet. I didn't realize the quiet wasn't comfort. It was resignation. The turning point didn't come with shouting or slammed doors. It came with a doctor's appointment. She had been tired for months. I told her it was stress, age, life. When the diagnosis came, I felt something break open in me. Not fear, clarity. Suddenly, all the conversations I'd postponed felt urgent. All the tenderness I'd withheld felt necessary. I sat by her hospital bed and held her hand. I told her I loved her. I told her she was everything to me. She smiled, but there was sadness in it. Not anger, not bitterness, just tired truth. She said, "I know you love me. I just wish you'd let me feel it more." There are sentences that replay forever. That's one of mine. During her illness, I became the man I thought I'd been all along. Attentive, gentle, present. But time is not impressed by intentions. She passed quietly one morning while I was in the hallway getting coffee. I wasn't there for the last breath. I've forgiven myself for many things. That one still stings. After the funeral, the house felt larger than it ever had. Every room echoed with what I hadn't said. I went through old photos, trips we took, smiles that look real enough. But I remember the silences between them, the space where connection should have been. I can't fix it now. I can't go back and choose differently. Pride doesn't announce the damage it's doing. It waits until the account comes due, and then it collects everything at once. What's gone is gone. Her voice, her questions, the chance to sit on that couch and say, "Tell me more." I live with the knowledge that she loved me more openly than I loved her back. Not because I felt less, but because I showed less. That's the cruel part. If you're listening to this, I'm not asking you to change your life. I'm not wise enough for that. I'm just saying this. Love doesn't need to be defended. It needs to be practiced. If someone reaches for you, don't explain why you're already enough. Just reach back. I thought there would be more time. That assumption cost me more than I knew. I don't have many years left. I feel that in my bones. I've made peace with it. Some evenings I sit in that same kitchen, in that same chair, and talk to her anyway. Not because I believe she hears me, but because I should have spoken more when she was here. If this meant something to you, hold on to it gently. No urgency, no pressure. Just don't wait the way I did. I'm 81 now, and this is the truth I finally stopped protecting myself from.